Bethesda news, and more importantly, Starfield news. Are you ready to be disappointed beyond your wildest beliefs and imagination? I know that I sure am. I can't wait for my soul to leave my body.
Earlier today was Opening Night Live 2024, kicking off Gamescom and giving us some big updates on the future of Bethesda games. Some of this was even confirming past leaks as being true, but also some of the announcements today pissed off quite a bit of the community in the process. We'll get
Any Bethesda announcement pisses off a part of the community. A huge part of the community at this point. There's not a lot of people who honestly think Bethesda even deserves oxygen supply, okay? We're currently at Granddad's bed, and we're like looking at the plug, and no one knows why we haven't honestly pulled it, because clearly he is in pain and wants it to happen. That is Bethesda.
some big updates around Starfield here. New content is coming both today as well as slightly in the future for Starfield. As later today, or perhaps even as you're watching this video, Starfield's Rev 8 update should finally be here. This is that promised land vehicle update for Starfield. This update actually ended up leaking a couple of weeks ago, and
I want to see how bad this is, okay? I want to see how bad this is and how boring it gets, how fast.
actually more on how that all leaked in a moment, but we got a full debut of this new buggy and it looks pretty awesome in this new trailer. The buggy's going to feature a variety of new mechanics in Starfield.
Okay, listen, some idiots also said Starfield looks pretty awesome when it got announced and we saw gameplay snippets of it. And turns out it's not. Wow. So, how can the buggy update be awesome in a game that can be best described by the term complete shit?
Starfield, like it'll have boosters for hopping around, a weapon system for defense on the move, as well as there's even going to be variants of the buggy, a covered or uncovered one, as well as a special buggy for carrying around Vasco, and there's some color customization options available to you. But of course,
Wow, 3 color customizations? That probably took Bethesda literally 2 months to code.
addition of this buggy is a pretty big deal on two major fronts. One, it looks like we actually have a functional land vehicle in a Bethesda game. The technology is finally there, and it does kind of
Let's not stretch the word functional too much here, okay?
feel like that is a milestone being hit, but also Starfield's long walk issue, where after landing on a planet or trying to get to a point of interest, you just have this obnoxiously long walk that takes away from the enjoyment. Now, having a
Yeah. Now you can get to your loading screen faster. Are you not happy? More loading screens! Effectively, the buggy is going to double the amount of your loading screens. You know what I'm personally hoping for? That the buggy has an unskippable entering animation. Just like the cockpit on your stupid ship.
functional vehicle
Also, I can't wait for the buggy to not scale properly with combat against the basic enemies on planets, the same way that, you know, if you're level 200 but your ship is still trash because it's a separate upgrade thing. I can't wait for that. It's gonna be great.
to make that walk a lot more fun gameplay wise, but also a lot faster, could be a big improvement for the game overall. At the time of recording this, the update isn't out just yet, so I can't test it. Although, from some of the past leaks, we did hear how this buggy was really the bulk of this new update. As unfortunately, this update actually had several leaks already. This all came to be via the Verified Creators program, those making paid mods for Starfield who got
Okay. Let's do a slight recap, considering I love Starfield so much. So, what do we have in Starfield? No story, no exploration, no character development. Not a lot of game, honestly, there, right? But the buggy's supposed to be cool. Let's press X to doubt. Also, let's recap what Bethesda has added over the. Now, I think Starfield has been out for almost a year at this point. Let's see what they have added. The Eat button. And city maps. There you go. That's a lot. Yep, that's a lot, said no one.
got access to this update a bit earlier than everyone else. And as you can imagine, those who got access immediately started leaking it online. So the new update does look interesting and cool, but separately at Opening Night Live 2024, we also just learned that Starfield Shattered Space expansion is dropping in just over 1 month on September 30th. Interestingly, no further details or even much new footage was shared to go along with this release date announcement for.
Well, of course they're not gonna share. They already showed literally the whole expansion to you. There's one planet with probably 3 locations where you can go. That's the whole expansion, and it's probably dog shit writing, because the lead writer for Bethesda is a complete moron, okay? He literally went on a Twitter tirade multiple times and complained about how people who don't like Starfield's story are just too stupid, okay?
Shattered Space, but we have heard how Starfield will have some exclusive theater presentations at Gamescom, so perhaps more will come out in the coming days. As well as some new details about the expansion did pop up on the Shattered Space page on the official Gamescom website, saying a mysterious power stirs in Dazra City on House Varun's hidden homeworld Varun Kai. Investigate this frightening new cosmic threat and uncover the secrets behind the galaxy's most enigmatic factions in Shattered Space, the epic new narrative DLC expansion for Bethesda Game Studios' Starfield. So this honestly sounds pretty par for the course for a Bethesda Game Studios DLC. A distress
Sounds like a bunch of nothing, but okay.
signal taking us to a
Don't let me stop you.
completely new landscape that we didn't have access to previously. But at the same time, this also sounds really interesting and exciting for Starfield, because based off that description, it seems like Starfield Shattered Space expansion will not only just be on one planet, but really just focused around one city. And it feels like this will bring an overall change up on the Starfield formula.
Okay. My bad, boys. Remember how I said it's gonna be 3 unique locations? It's gonna be 0 unique locations. There you go. There you go. Because I don't think even the city is gonna be a new asset. It's gonna be, like, there's gonna be a couple of new assets, but everything else is gonna be typical Bethesda diarrhea slop.
Hopefully a significant
Yeah, again, look at this. This is so stupid. Look at this. Why are there lights hanging there? God knows. There's lights here. It doesn't look like this serves any purpose. The hell is this? What are these beamy things going down? Are they against rain? Why? What's the point of them? There's more lights on them. The hell is this? Again, containers everywhere. I'm sorry. Is this supposed to be some kind of House Varun, the mythical hoarders? What is this? Again, everything here, it literally screams to me, this is stupid.
departure from the constant fast traveling that you have in the base game, where in this DLC, a lot more walking on foot or perhaps even using
This DLC is gonna be so bad you're gonna wish you were in the loading screen.
this new land vehicle will be how you get around. But the fact that Shattered Space's release date is not that far away, and in addition to that, we didn't really get much in the way of new gameplay or content around the expansion from this most recent trailer, it makes me wonder if we see another healthier review period when it comes to Shattered.
Hey, at least Bethesda learned their mistakes from the initial Starfield announcement, okay? They knew that the game is complete trash, okay? So, they literally cut up 0.5 second footage of the game before Starfield released. And even then it was blatantly visible that the game's a dumpster fire. Now they're just not going to show you any gameplay, so they're not even going to show you a millisecond of gameplay because it's so bad.
Space, Starfield originally had a full-on 2-week review period, which was amazing. You could really dive into the content and formulate your opinion before your review. Perhaps we're seeing something similar here, because I feel like we don't really know that much about what's coming with Shattered Space, but perhaps we'll just have a bunch of reviews coming out that will share many of those details. But this most recent update also marks—
Wait, this is something I haven't seen before. So you're telling me this whole amazing location is actually this big? So the locations are this small, they're just trying to use cinematic shots so it looks big. This is one of those statues that you saw, and I previously thought, wow, at least it's something big. But no, this is it. They just made the shot from an angle where this looks interesting and big. So this is nothing. This is oh my god.
Any of those details. But this most recent update also marks the—
Yeah. Look, this is what I mean. Look.
Details. But this most—
Yeah, look at this. It actually looks big, but this is what it is in reality. This is what we're actually
perhaps we'll just have a bunch of reviews coming out that will share.
This is it. This is pathetic.
Many of those details. But this most recent update also marks the end of promised features for Starfield. The addition of a vehicle marks the completion of their 2024 plans laid out here. I know some were hoping for a full-on
city. Okay, so city maps, check new ways of travel. That's the vehicle. New way to customize your ship. No one cares. New gameplay options to further reduce difficulty. No one cares. Official mod support with the launch of creations. Paid mods, you mean? I guess check. And a lot of baiting, by the way. Our first story expansion, Shattered Space. Oh, boys. What a roadmap. Wow, man. Do you not feel entertained? I honestly feel depressed. I'm not. No, seriously. I actually physically feel a little bit depressed. This is just so sad. This is legitimately sad, in my opinion.
I know some were hoping for a full-on Cyberpunk 2.0 style revamp for Starfield, but at least as of right now, we really have had zero indication that something like that is.
The people who are coping and saying, oh, Starfield's gonna get its Cyberpunk 2077 redemption saga any second now are insane.
Coming. It seems like going forward, things will be added via expansions, and that's really the direction of the game with tomorrow. This new buggy looks like quite a bit of fun, but I'm not sure this is enough for a full-on new playthrough just yet. But at the very least, we know Shattered Space is just a little over a month away, and many of you already own this one. If you picked up the premium edition of Starfield, you do get Shattered Space for free with that. Beyond that, we also got a brief trailer of Indiana Jones, and I gotta be honest, I was not a fan of this trailer. Indiana Jones continues.
Neither am I. This is your literal main character because you're just a dumb, useless man who needs to be saved by a woman. Literally, by the way, same as in World of Warcraft, dude. I'm gonna do a video on that tomorrow, but I saw the developer talks about how World of Warcraft, the War Within, or whatever it's called, is gonna work out, and it's pretty pathetic, okay? And doing the man-child baby non-stop crying loser who can't control his emotions is gonna meet a powerful black half-elf crippled girl boss woman, and she's gonna make a man out of Anduin. Man, gaming sucks.
To look really interesting to me. I definitely think this will be one of the standout games of the year overall. But at the same time, I feel like from these trailers,
I think this Indiana Jones is going to be one of the worst games in a long time.
And gameplay, it continues to be kind of.
There is no way. Again, we have seen some gameplay moments. The animations are it's literally Bethesda tiers level of autism.
Kind of hard to get a grasp on what the game actually is like to play. We definitely can see some of the gameplay interactions here, using environmental objects to solve some puzzles, or even further, some of the various tools and interactables that you can.
The hell is... I guess almost. I guess that this is almost believable.
Tools and interactables that you can use in combat.
Women.
That to keep things a bit more flavorful. I personally thought some of the hand-to-hand combat just looked rough in this trailer. Some of the animations were super stiff, and the overall flow just left a lot to be desired for me. But at the same time, some of the puzzles do look genuinely exciting. This game was previously described as having a pretty unique gameplay style, and these trailers continue to reinforce that. It seems like Indiana Jones will be this interesting cross between action-adventure and full-on puzzle solving. And overall, it looks like we have a nice mashup of features. Combat flow with several ways to...
Do we, Juice? Do we really have a nice mesh of features? I don't think so. Anyway, that was Juicehead.